see the number 24 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Off the play fake on first down. Connection to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense,
touchdown, Bruins! And they have the first points of the game.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Oh, he got loose. And explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Working that left side now. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got the back in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Off the play fake. Trying to beat the DD. It's complete. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here's the pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give on the option. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Makes the grab, it's Kelly. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quickly to the tight end. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about him.
Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Fakes the catch. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off play action on first down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bruins. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his...
Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Washington wants to go quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the pass. Finds a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Gibbs. Looking left. This time he's got it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a...
Lofts one high indeed. Grabs it inside the tag. Touchdown, UCLA. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the middle. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. On first and 10 from the 38. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously
It's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Washington right back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go, using the quick game. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Huskies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
UCLA 28, Washington 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation.
Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find.
There he goes! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Bring in the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Washington wants to go quickly.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. Makes the grab down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Isaac. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They'll go with a quick touch pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They just keep firing. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got his man downfield. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off with the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass, it's Gibbs. Quick strike complete. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros and time has expired here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really